because self-sabotage is a big thing. How do you correct somebody that self-sabotage after they get that survey?
So you would just look at where they're lacking, where their core belief is, right? Which ones are low, which ones are they struggling with, right? And then you would look at whatever it is they're trying to do, and then you would tie it back to whatever that belief is. So let's just say we're working with a man who believes he's not enough, right? Let's just say there's a guy who doesn't want to really reach out there. He doesn't want to take a risk. He doesn't want to start a business. He doesn't want to, he's scared to do so, right? And then when he does, it fails. So he's like, see, it doesn't work. It's just, I'm just unlucky. Every time I get into a relationship, it always fails. You know, I'm just a horrible person. I'm not enough, right? And so what we would do is we would look at that and say, okay, you're saying you're not enough. Let me see what are your behaviors you're doing? When it comes to,
Yeah.
business, I blow my, I do really good and then I blow all the money really fast. Right. Well, what are you blowing the money on? Oh, just like cars and clothes and all these things and all this stuff like that. I'm like, what is that supposed to do for you? What is that supposed to do for you, right? Oh, because I'm supposed to look the part and all these things like that, and I gotta look wealthy and I gotta look this. I'm like, I don't know if there's a business plan that actually says that, man. Anytime you make a little bit of money, you blow it all, the business fails. All right. So the business model is not the problem. Your skill set's not the problem. There's something else going on. What do those
Mm.
things make you feel? Oh, well, I feel good. Everyone's looking at me and I feel like I'm successful and da 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 da. So you're looking for outside validation. But they're like, I guess, yeah, I am looking for validation. Well, it sounds like if that's the case, why aren't you giving yourself validation? Oh, well, because I'm not good enough. I've never been good enough. So I need other people to tell me
Ooh.
so,
Oh,
right? Now we're in the core belief of worth, right? Where did you get that from? At what point in time did you get to the point where you thought you weren't good enough? Like what was going on? Well, when I was growing up and I would, bring my homework home from school and I'd show or pictures or whatever it is, my parents would, or my father, let's say, he would always say that it's not good enough, right? Or that's a waste of time, or you're not working hard enough, or that's not a big deal. Don't make a big deal about that. And so
mm.
now you've developed the belief that nothing I
Right.
do is ever good enough. And so
Right.
then no matter how much you try, you know, you're seeking that validation to be good enough, and it never works. In your relationships, you're looking for her to, pour into you and just, love all over you and just, go fawn over you. But that never fills the gap and never fills the hole. So now what you do is you go out and cheat. And now because you go out and cheat, you ruin the relationship, and then you're like, oh, because she wasn't doing this and she wasn't doing that, but actually she was doing everything that she needed to do. That wasn't a her thing. That was a you
Because
thing.
you,
You
yeah.
ruin that situation